Hi everyone, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, living in Hamilton, Ohio. And I'm here tonight to let you know about my November special that I'm having this month. It's something I haven't ever done before, and I thought I would try it, so I'm going to tell you about it. I'm also going to make the 2 cards that this is about. So let me just read it to you. It's my November special. If you spend $35 with me using my host code, which I'll show you when I turn my camera down, by November 20th, you will get the supplies, excluding stamped images, and the embossing on the small squares card, since it has to be done after you finish the card front. I'll explain that when we get there. To make 2 of each card, you will also get the PDFs for the cards. I'll mail them out within 5 days of your order confirmation to me. Your order confirmation to me will be where I see that the host code has been used to place the order. The only way I will know that this is an order for the card kit is if you use the host code. Be sure to add that to your order. So, anyway, I am going to show you the 2 cards. I'm going to demonstrate them and show them to you. They're fairly simple cards. They're nice cards. They're Christmas cards, so this is a way, if you're going to place an order, you know, why not place it for $35 and then get the card kit? You'll make 4 free Christmas cards. So anyway, I'm going to turn my camera down. You'll get to see what I just read to you, and you will need to go to my online store, which you can get to by ritaholmes.com. Or ritaholmes.stampinup.net, and just go to shop now and you'll be able to do that. Just make sure where it says do you have a host code, you put in my host code. Okay, let's turn this camera around and let's face it down on my table. And while we are doing that, I'm going to bring it up on my computer so that I can make sure I see what you're seeing. Okay, you're seeing a crooked letter there, but that's basically it. So that is my, if you want to take a screenshot of that or whatever, there it is for you. And here are the cards we're going to be making. This is the one of them, and I've done it in 2 different papers. It's right there. And then this one, I've done it in the same papers, but they look different because they are put together differently. So let me move my camera up. It's down just a little bit too much. We don't have enough room to see anything. The first card, this card is using the paper, let me see the name of this, Shining Christmas 12 by 12. It is an online exclusive. And you have all different kinds of paper that you can use. It's a red matted cardstock on one side, and then it's got a shiny side. This is the one we're using. Nope, that's the one I used. And then we are going to use this one right here tonight, like the one I made. But there's all different ones, and I can't guarantee what pattern you'll get because I'm going to cut up my papers and I'll be sending those out because they all make nice cards. And this is done with the Joy of Christmas, which is in the the mini catalog, and it's this paper right here. You can use any Christmas paper you have to use up your scraps. These are the pieces I used, was this. And I also used the other side. We used this one. And I didn't use that side. This one, I didn't use that side. That's my least favorite paper in here. I used that one. And I think that, oh, and I did use this one right here, the green leaves. And I love the red on the back of here. I think that's really pretty. So these are the colors that I have already cut out, which is mainly all the colors in here. I think I used them all, but maybe this one. I didn't use the green check. I used the red one. So that is the papers that I used in here. So if you don't have those, you might want to grab those because they make really cute cards, especially these. So let's get started. I gotta move my phone cord out of the way. I had to plug my phone in. I'm doing this, it's evening time for me. I gotta rearrange here for a second. Because for some reason, I feel like everything is crooked. And it's my phone stand, I know. Because I hit it all the time, and there we go. We just hit it, and there we go. Okay, so let's move these cards out of the way. I'm going to set this up here a little bit out of the way. I don't know that you're going to be able to see it while I am doing cards, but that is okay. So I'm going to do my first card, which is right here. And you would get everything but the stamped image with this card. You would get the die cuts and all of that stuff. You just don't get to have a stamped image. That is a Stampin' Up! Rule. Then we're going to take the shiny side of the DSP, and we're going to add some adhesive to that. And you're just going to put these together. Like this goes like this. And then I will take, and I'll put the back side of that to show. Hate to cover up pretty paper, but sometimes you just have to roll with that, don't you? So we're going to put this on. And I will center that a little bit once I get over here to the paper. And then we're going to add some more adhesive. And I'm just going to stick that over to the side here. I don't measure, I just do. So far it's turned out okay to do that. Then I'm going to take my little label right here, and I'm going to stamp the words Merry Christmas on there with my cherry cobbler ink. And I gotta clean it off. It's got little pieces of, I don't know if it's paper or what on there. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas. And when I adhere this to my circle, I will just add some adhesive to the side there. And add this here. Then I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to add some dimensionals. And then that way, that will give us a little dimension on our card, which I always like. For some reason, I just think that we need to do that. Add dimensionals or add embellishments, something to give a little depth to the front of the card. I got ink on my fingers. That's nice. Ink on my hands. Do y'all do that? Look at that. Just from Stampin' Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness. Just wipe it on my pants. It's okay. I got pajama pants on anyway. So, there we have that. Now we're going to make a bow. We got some red ribbon. And I'm going to go ahead and make me a bow. Then let's cut our little edges. There we go. Then I'm going to use, I like to use glue dots on the back of my bows. So let's just get these out. And I'm going to add one to each side. And there we go. And we're just going to stick that right here. So there's the front of our card done. The only thing I'm going to do to the inside is I'm going to take a leftover piece of my DSP paper, and I'm going to add some adhesive, and then just add this to the side here to give a little decoration on the inside. Kind of brings the outside to the inside, is what I always say. So let's so that's our card right there. That's, well, I'm getting a little out of. So that is our first card. Now let's do our second card. And our second card is this right here. I love these cards. I just think these are the prettiest cards. They're my favorite. So all we need right now is one piece of that basic white cardstock, and I'm going to use my mat just in case I get glue. I got glue on here already. Wipe that off. Don't want it on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 12 or 10 squares, and I've already got some cut, so I want to get some of those out. I want to use like that. Get another one of those. That one didn't look good. And then let's see. We use that. We might use that. Of course, we're going to use that. Woohoo! Gonna drop them. I'm looking for some, there we go. And then we're going to use some of the green. Let's see what else we might have in here. We're going to use some of that. See if I can find another one of those. Might not. Right there's one, I see it. See which one that's the back of. All kinds of stuff in here. I'm going to set that one out there just in case I want to use it. We shall see what we want to use on this card. Okay, we are ready to put it together. I got out several squares. I need at least 10, so I've got it out enough for that. I'm going to take my ruler. This is the only thing. I know people don't like to measure, and it's okay. It's going to be an easy measure. You're just going to take, that's 4 inches across. You're just going to put a little tiny mark up here. That tells you where 2 inches is. So that's the center of the card. And you can't even see that hardly. It's right here, if you can see it. And you see my black finger. Oh my gosh. It's been there for months. I clipped my finger. Is what I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these, and I'm just going to line that up kind of where the, coming down from the 2-inch mark. That's where I want it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And then I'm going to take and add layers. Whoops, get back up there. Okay. And it's okay if it hangs over, because we'll be cutting that off. Okay. And on here, I'm just going to add on the white so I don't have all that messy hangover there. So there we go with that. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to build this side. And I don't do these in any rhyme or reason order because I like the looks of it being more natural than planned, I guess I want to say. I don't want it all planned. And then, I know what I didn't get out of here to use, and I'm going to use one over here. Was my little checked. I'm going to put a check one right here. And then I'm going to take this little guy right here. I should have did what I did on the other one, was just added the... So there's how that's going to look for now. I'm going to turn that over and I'm going to trim. I'm going to turn it around and trim this side also. And there we have a mess. Get the paper off of there. Okay. So there's what we have for our card. And I'm going to leave a couple of these out for my inside of my card. And I'm going to take my Merry Christmas one more time. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that on we have that stamped. Now the front of our card is done except for the embossing. And that is the part that I can't do for you because it has to be done after all this is on here. And I'm just going to let that dry a minute before I put it in the embossing folder. And where I put that little mark up here, I'm going to take my eraser and erase that so we don't see it. So let me bring my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in, and we will do that part. And here it is right here, and you can see it. So, and I'm going to use the number 1 plate and the number 4 plate. And how that lines up, because this is a 3D embossing folder. It's the snowflakes. It is in the mini catalog. I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to have it upside down because I want, this is thicker with the, what's the snow and the snowflakes than down here. And I want the thicker up at the top of my card. So I'm going to lay this in on the line. Doesn't look even, which means I don't have it even. But I'll show it to you as soon as I get it in there. There we go. So it's in there like this. This is my fold. So it's upside down. I'm going to put my fold towards the plate, the middle of my plate. I'm going to lay my number 4 on top, and I'm going to put it through. And the reason why you put the fold up there is so when this is running through, the air can come out of that embossing folder. Because if you lay it the other way and you get it trapped, it could pop your embossing folder in half. And I know that by experience. I will tell you that. I popped 1 and 2. Because I wasn't thinking when I was doing it, which is par for the course for me. So let's take this out. And there it is. Let's turn it right side up now. And can you see the embossing on there? How that looks? And it just kind of seals that paper in there and looks Christmassy and all of that. So here's our card base. I'm going to fold that in half. And I'm going to give it a crease. Make sure I've got it turned to where it'll open the right way. And I'm going to add my glue, or adhesive I should call it, but it's glue. It's Tombow green glue. It's in the green bottle. And I just added it to these little bottles because I like this little tip. And I tell you what, I haven't used near the glue that I used to use. So that makes me happy. Saves me money. So we're just going to add that to our card. And that's our front. And I'm going to take and I'm going to add the inside. And that's what I saved these 2 little pieces out for. And I'm just going to add some adhesive to them. And I'll just go down in this corner. And we'll add these. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, that's for sure. So I have 2 pieces in there. We'll add our adhesive to the back of this. Get a hold of that so it's not flopping around. I know a lot of people put a rubber band on their bottle and catch it like that, and that drives me crazy. I can't do that for some reason. Didn't like it. So I'm back to holding it. So we're just going to add this to the inside of our card, where you can add another sentiment or sign, whatever. But it brings the outside of the card to the inside. And that's our done card. So you will get And here's the ones I've done. See, they're all different. Every one of them's different, which I like about that. You'll get the stuff to make 2 of these, and you'll get the stuff to make 2 of these for a $35 order with me using my host code. So I hope you like what you saw today in the cards and that, and they make nice cards, especially this one. Uses up a lot of Christmas paper scrap, and that's what's good about that. So I will have PDFs made for those that will go out with the cards. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to hear from you. Everyone have a great night, day, morning, whatever time it is that you watch this. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.